Hello guys. Hello, welcome again. This is Chris from Topper TCG or Topper from Topper TCG, wherever it's good. And we have this new video. I don't know if it's the last one for the list. I'm still thinking about a Green Bunny as another deck list. I just have to check it up. But at least so far is the last one that I'll be recording now for the OP10 top meta leaders, the deck list. And this, in this case, we have this Marshall D Teach leader. Is the last one, at least for the type of decks that handle the meta pretty strong. I will say that is a really strong meta for those three colors we just record before. Well, this is the third one, but the others, you know what I mean. And the reason why this is the last one, at least for this meta, is because we're just a few days behind of the new release for the Extra Booster O2 expansion that is coming officially at May the 9th. But there are some other places that are open now, so we will talk about that later after the video. The thing is that I bring you now this Marshall D Teach leader, which is a really nice leader with a really nice effect. Just kind of complicated to play if you are a new beginner here, someone that just start playing OPTCG. This is kind of mess to play, I'll say, because you have to have at least a lot of knowledge from the top meta list, and because there are just few leaders that actually affect a lot of this deck list. Most of them are red. So once you see the opponent's leader, if it's a red leader, you have to start thinking a lot, okay? But anyways, we'll see now there in the duels if we have some red leaders. Now we just filmed the Spanish video. In a case that you're looking for a deck list in Spanish, this deck list, you can go to the other video, watch that, or if you feel comfortable enough with my lack of English, well, you can just stay here. Well, just gonna get into material now, and we have this leader, which is a black 5,000 power leader, Marshall D Teach, which is part of the Four Emperors and Blackbeard Pirates. And what it does is that it's a passive effect that your own play abilities don't activate. So no matter what you do, your own play characters, they won't activate effect. And then we have the active main once per turn. You may trash one card from your hand, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, your opponent's own play abilities don't activate too. So what it does pretty much is affect the basic characters of the other colors. For example, myself, I'm a blue Nami player. I know it's disgusting, I'm sorry. If you want, I can give you my deck list. But yeah, pretty much I love to play this one. And because the reason of the effect that once you reach the 0 cards in deck, you win. So that's amazing, I love it. But the thing is that if you play this, pretty much the base of the foundation of the deck, I don't know if foundation or base, well, you know what I'm talking about. That is, most of it are just on play cards in order to draw and discard, draw and trash pretty often. So that's why this leader actually fuck a lot, this Nami leader. So that's how I felt. But pretty much it's also counter for other decks. All the yellow colors got destroyed by this deck. It's just, there's no way to play it. And even if you find a way, well, you have to search something, and most of the searchers cards are on play, so that's why you're not able to do it. Well, then we're gonna start with the deck list. The first card I have here is Vanaugur. Vanaugur, 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1k counter. And what it does is active main. You may rest this card, and if your leader has the Blackbeard Pirates type, you're gonna give one of your opponent's character reduce 3 costs for this turn. And that helps a lot if you use one of the other cards to destroy. but pretty much you don't have that many copies of it because you can recycle it with the Kusen, for example, and because the meta now they're not gonna try to take the control of the table. Pretty much they're gonna try to rush you and hit you through to the face pretty often, so that's why. Then we have the strongest card in deck, Jesus Burgess, 4 cost, 5000 power, and counter 1k. And what it does is that this character is a passive effect. It cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effect. So you can send it to the deck, you can put it in the hand, you can put it at the top of lives, or trash it, but you cannot KO by effects. You cannot destroy it by effects. And if your leader has the Blackbeard Pirate, this character gets 1k extra for every 4 cards in your trash. So you're going to have to take control of your trash too. You're going to have to check it pretty often, because if you're trying to defend this once your opponent is attacking to the character and try to get the table control, well, if you have, for example, 11 cards in your trash, and your opponent is attacking by, let's say, you have 11 and it will be close to 8k, 7k, they're attacking by 9. Well, if you discard one 2k counter card, that will be extra 2 if you try to defend it, and also another card in trash, so it will get an extra 1k, which means you can defend the card easily. But if you take control on, if you take counting on those cards, they will be pretty good for you. Then we have the 2k counter card, one of the 8 that you play, because at least you had to play 6. So 8 is not a nice number, but it's what it is. And what it does is that if you put a Dawn on it, when attacking, you may trash 2 cards from your hand and you draw 2 cards. So it's try to move your hand, try to clean up a little bit and generate some trash, but it's not that good to play. Pretty much it's a 2k counter. Then we have a Stronger, same thing, 2k counter, 1 cost, 0 power, and what it does is active main, you may trash 1 card from your hand and this character and the Stronger. If your leader has a Blackbeard Pirates type, you're going to draw 1 card, so you're going to recover that card that you trashed before, and you're going to give one of your opponent's characters a reduced cost for 2 for this turn, for the rest of your turn. So it's nice, but pretty much you're not going to use it. That effect, you're not going to use it. Probably in the future, like I say in the last video in Spanish, probably this other structure deck that will be coming for Marshall the Teach, and they will try to put some new cards that make other things once you reach certain number of cards in the trash. So because that kind of makes sense for me. So probably it will move different in the deck. At least we're gonna have another Blackbeard Pirate card counter 2000 at least, because that's what happened with Duffy, and most other cards also with the other structure. They brought some 2k counters that they weren't released before an expansion. They were just for the structure. So I guess that maybe Vasco Shot 2k counter will be a nice card, or Katarina Devon, or some other pirates from the Blackbeard Pirates crew. Then we have Vasco Shot is a small small blocker, just in case if you're playing against this type of decks that rush you a lot and they try to hit you pretty hard and pretty fast. Well, at least Vasco Shot can block one of those cards, one of those hits. Then we have the big monster here, the boss monster, Marshall the Teach character, blocker, active main. If your leader has the type Blackbeard Pirates, and if this card was played this turn, up to one of your opponent leaders' effects are negated for the rest of this turn. Then up to one of your opponent characters' effects are also negated, and that character cannot attack the next turn. So it's a nice card. Actually, the way that I like to play Marshall the Teach is once you're in the 4, 6, 8 Dawn turns, you're going to try to move these Jesus Burgess, the other Shiryu, other Kusan. But once you reach 10k, at least you're going to have to play 2 Marshall the Teach in order to take control of the table. If you don't do that, it will be pretty hard for you to clean up the table or take control of the table. And if you can play the 4 of them, well, if you lose that game, probably you shouldn't be playing martially teach. But if you reach a couple of it, if you keep a couple of it in your hands, you may trash the others too, or maybe you'll be moving your deck, because this deck has a lot of cards to be searching and moving the deck. Well, you can send those others to the bottom of the deck and still winning that game. So martial teach is a really great boss monster. Fortunately, and thank of God, they placed this exception, or I don't know how to say it, but the specification that it has to be a Blackbeard Pirates leader, which is something that happened to Gecko Moria last time, and we all know what happened with that meta. Then we have Lafitte, which is a card that searches all the other cards. What it does is active main. You will rest this character and one of your dons. You will see five cards from the top of your deck, and you will send the rest to the bottom. You will add 1 Blackbeard Pirates, and you can still add Lafitte. That's a nice card. And then we have Kusen. Kusen is one of the OP10 cards that the Decklist changed once we changed from OP9 to OP10. It's a really great card. The passive effect is that this character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, which means that you cannot return that to the hand, send it to the bottom of the deck, send it to the top or bottom of lives. You cannot trash it, you cannot KOD by effects, only by attacking. And the active main is that you may trash this character, you will draw 1 card, and then play up to 1 Blackbeard Pirates type character with a cost of 5 or less, other than Kusen, from your trash. So that's a nice way for you to recover Venagur, Jesus Burgess, and even a blocker basket shot if you want it. You can also attack 5k and then make the trade and send it to the trash and all that thing. Then we have the other Shiryu, that is also a character that you can return from with the Kusen effect. And what it does is on the opponent's turn, this character gains 2k power extra, so it's a 4 cost 7,000 on your opponent's turn. Pretty much to be a hard time to clean it up by attacking. And the active main effect is that once per turn, if this is the turn this card was played, or like Martial Teach, and your leader has Blackbeard Pirates type, you'll KO up to 1 of your opponent's character with an original cost of 3 or less. So you cannot mix it up with other cards to reduce cards character levels. Pretty much you can just clean from 3 to 1, or 3 to 1. But at least it's a nice card to play. It's hard to clean it up, and it's pretty much a card that will be missing, and you will probably bring it back more often this than Venagur. Then we have one of the cards that are not Blackbeard Pirates crew type, which is this Shigen. Shigen, also called as Finger Pistol. And what it does is, main effect, you may trash the top 2 cards from your deck. That also helps to generate some trash for this. And also KO to 1 of your characters with cost 5 or less. So you can mix it up with Venagur or even with Stronger, and you'll be cleaning up one of the bigger cost cards. But being honest with you, it helps a lot to clean up these 5 cost blockers like other decks try to play on these turns. Then they don't have much lives and they just want to defend. Well, you're going to take one of those with this one. Then we have I beat 500 million. It's a Celestial Dragon card. It's the other one that it also is not a Blackbeard Pirates card. The effect is a pretty long one. Long story short, you can KO one cost 1 or put it in the hand, send it to the live or whatever. And if you have a character Celestial Dragon, you'll draw a card. But you have 4 copies of this card because of the trigger. What it does is, when it comes as a trigger, you will KO up to 1 of your opening cost 6 or lower characters, or return it to a hand. Which means that if you're playing a mirror match, you can return the Burgess, or a blocker, or a Kusen. Well, no, the Kusen, no, I'm sorry. Jesus Burgess, Venagur, Shiryu, Stronger, Basket Shot, Lafitte, whatever he has on fields that is not a Kusen, with the triggers effect. you can send it to the hand. You can KO, destroy it by KO, or pretty much that's all. And it's a nice card. If you don't want it in your hand, you can move it later with the stage. Then we have this event. This is my age. Also helps a lot to reach and search all the other cards. Marshall the Teach, Jesus Burgess, and also generate trash for Jesus Burgess. So it's a really nice card. You're gonna look at the top 3 cards of your deck, rebel up to 1 Blackbeard Pirates, and then send the rest. All obviously not this one. Other card Blackbeard Pirates, and put the rest in the trash. Then we play 1 copy of this Liberation from OP9. What it does is, if your leader has the Blackbeard Pirates, you're going to choose up to one of your opponent's characters, cost 4, negate the effects, and also, you're going to negate the effects of that character, and then if that character has a cost of 4 or less, you're going to KO that character. Before, in the Spanish video, I say that you can negate the effects for 1 card and destroy the other one. That's a lie, I'm sorry. You only can negate and destroy if it's a cost 4. If it's not a cost 4, you can negate the effects. Effects as, or like blocker effects, or like Kid, you only can attack me when I rest effect. So that's a nice card you're going to play. You just take 1 copy of it, because otherwise this deck just suffers a lot for counters, a lot. And since you'll be trashing 1 card from your hand every turn pretty much, and you're going to have to keep some other counters, and it's a bigger issue, you know, the way that you draw and the way that you control field and that, and also keep hand, a big amount of hand. Well, that's why you don't play a lot of this. Also, like the other Liberation card from OP10, what it does is, if your opponent has 2 or more characters than you, if you have 0, they have, and he had 2. If you have 1 and they have 3, well, you will be destroying by KO up to 1 character with an original cost of 6 and original cost of 4 up to. So you can destroy a 5 and a 3, a 4 and a 2, or even if you can only reach 1 character with cost 6, you can destroy it by KO, and it's still good. It's up to. And we have the last but not least card, which is Hachinosu, Full Elite's real name. And what it does is, you may trash 1 card from your hand, rest this stage, and you're going to look at the top 3 cards from your deck, reveal 1 Blackbeard Pirates card, and put it in your hand, then place the rest on the bottom of your deck. So that card that you'll be trashing, it will be a really nice food for this Jesus Burgess. So pretty much what we're going to do in this one is that we're going to try to plant and put some Burgess or Cousins on field before playing Marshall the Teach, and hopefully we don't have no mirror match, because that will be pretty awful to watch, but let's see what it brings. Now we're gonna try to play on this meta, which is EVO2 meta. We're already there. The release date is May the 9th, so we are in that pretty much, and let's see what it brings. It will before we play again. Okay, we're playing against the worst deck to play, so let's see what happened now. Obviously we're not gonna keep this hand, probably this one, but no, we're gonna do mulligan. It's kind of nicer. We have some counters, that's good, and we're gonna see. Okay, yeah, okay, we're going to trash this one, and we're gonna go for this one. Okay, I don't think you can play something with 3 other than Sorrow, so probably you're gonna hit. Okay, yeah, this bitch, which is also on play. Okay, yeah, I just fucked that up. Let me protect myself from this one with this. Okay, we're gonna try to hit this by 5. Hopefully he don't defend that. Don't protect it, please. Please. I'll say it again, please. Oh, I'm gonna try to see if we get some Shiryu in order to avoid using this and have 1 body on the table. So let's see what he does. Please Give it to me. Okay, nice. Now let's see. Shiryu. Okay, no Shiryu. We can go for this one. And we will go for this one. Yeah, there you are, right? Bitch. And yeah, I guess we're gonna do this. Okay. Hopefully this will stop at least all the amount of characters he could play. Because there are a lot. Yeah, no. That won't happen. Okay, nice. Let's see what we got. Okay, I like it. It's good. You're gonna hit me by 5. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's see what full elite does. Oh, but I don't need you anymore. Fudge it. What I'm doing? Let me... Yeah, because I'm on 6. So I can play this one, clean this up. Hit by 7. Or hit by 6, draw a card. And play this one. Yeah, I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna do that. Let's see what we get. Probably he's going to protect it. I have no doubts he will protect it. Yeah, he protected. I knew it. And I'm about to do this. And I'll do this. Just because. You know, I don't want him to play dragon and add extra other 2 down. Or maybe he could try to... I don't know what he plays. But now we're in 16. Okay, yeah, we're gonna try to do Rushi. Put 2 down, hit by 6, or he put 1 down by 7. Okay, what you gonna do? Yeah, and you're not gonna attack. Fuck, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna block this one. And since I'm gonna try to clean the table, I'm gonna take this one. Okay, yeah, I think I can clean the table. You can trash other 2, and by effect you. So I can clean this up by effect, attack this one, or I can destroy this one and attack this one. So let's see what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna hit by 6 here first. Okay. Hopefully it goes. If it don't go, okay, yeah, it went. Now here. That'll be harder. He could just save it with 2 cards. Okay. 2 out of 2. Now you. Okay. Now you. Give me 1 card in hand. Something I can just... Yeah, I gotta take this one. And you give me another 2k counter, please. Okay, yeah, thank you. And now you are going to... Yeah. I'm not gonna need you. You're gonna help me out. We have to clean up the table and then go straight to the face. Now he has 5 lives. Okay, he got tired of that shit. Okay. Well, I don't know why it happened. Probably he just disconnects himself. So we're gonna go to the other one. Just let me see here. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, that was good. Because there's just no way for us to clean that table. This will be better because that yellow part actually helps us a lot. And I think I'm gonna keep this hand. This one is kind of helped me now next turn. So I think I can do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to search some. Okay, yeah, you're good. We're gonna need the other 3 teach, so hopefully I'm not trashing it. Hit me by 6, that'll be easy. You're gonna choose 2 down. Okay, you have this in life, which probably they won't activate no effect, so that's nice. And then you're gonna play a 2 cost card. Oh, okay. So you would like to keep doing that, right? Okay. Let's see what happened. Okay. Okay, now I just got fucked up. Okay, not that much. We'll take this one. I'm gonna choose it. I'm gonna search something. Yeah. Okay, it was nice. Oh, fuck, I didn't activate the effect. Okay, now I'm an asshole. I'm doing it. Okay. What you gonna play? Yeah, this bitch. Okay, I kind of choose this one, search some, and next turn clean it up, or just choose this one, discard this one, and then choose this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that because it's a base. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Trash this. Okay, take it. Just generating some trash. About to hit here. And next turn he'll go by 10 done, which that's why I need to do this. And I'll give you turn. You're not gonna activate on playing. And you're not gonna hit me with that. 10 cost, yeah, no. Okay, we're still good. Okay. Give me a 2k counter. We're gonna do some trash. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do some trash. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. So I'm gonna hit you by 7 here. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. Let's see if I have one of those. Yeah, I have one of those. So now we're going to recover this Burgess. And we're gonna trash this one. And go. So now I have same one here. Nah, you're not gonna affect me with that. No, I don't think so. Probably this one will pass. Okay, yeah, no. No, you're not gonna, you don't want to attack, right? Okay, I will do the same. Let's see what it got. Okay. Another one. Oof, that was nice. Where is the... Okay, probably will be next page. Yeah, you. Okay. And you're gonna be at 2 cost. Okay. Yeah, I gotta take it now. So next turn you're gonna try to clean up one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you like this. Well, wait a minute. At least I'm gonna do this and hit you like this. So you will need to... Okay, you took it. Perfect. And go. So next turn we're gonna block the effects of one of these just to avoid it for attacking. And also had a blocker and hit pretty strong with this too. Hopefully it will be enough. Yeah, it was enough. Perfect, perfect. He tried to keep a lot just to get extra lives with this, but it wasn't enough. So yeah, these two matches were, well, not matches, but these 2 games were pretty nice. So this is the type of control this deck has. Like I said, you need a lot of knowledge on when you're gonna start discarding cards just to avoid get like no cards in hand, and because that will be affecting you directly a lot. So try to keep an eye on it. You know, you can just take a look at it. There are coming some new products that actually will make it shine a little extra. You know that you already have this card on manga design, also alternate design, and also a different design. And from the one of the other playmats sets is coming another one. So pretty much you can. I'll recommend you keep an eye on that. It will be nice. And yeah, just if you like black, you don't like the table control a lot, but you want to have like a different deck. I'm sorry. This one is a really nice leader. Just again, try to keep an eye on some leaders from OP05 from that to now, and hopefully you will get nice experience and nice information how to play against them, because most of those leaders are the one that you're gonna playing against with in these store tournaments or bigger tournaments, and try to get ready. And hopefully that will be enough. Remember to go out to our social media, Instagram, Facebook. We are like Topper TCG out there. We also make some live streams for now on Twitch only, Topper TCG. You can go there. Probably tomorrow we'll be talking a little bit about these new products and playing some games with this new expansion that's coming out, the OP11, because we're trying to get ready for that. And yeah, pretty much that will be all. If you have something to say, you have the comments area. Follow us. I do appreciate your time. Have a nice day, nice afternoon, nice evening. I don't know what time you're watching this, but pretty much give us your love. Okay? Take care, guys. Thanks so much for your time. Bye-bye.